Dumelang. Guys, today on the breaking news, I want to cover 5 topics. The first topic is VBS has made it back into the headlines again, and this time around, it's attacking one of my favorite ministers, Thembi Nkadimeng, the Minister of Justice. She also got a loan when she was the mayor of Polokwane. I mean, Julius Malema told us, and we never listened. On the flip side, in Soweto, the newly elected Johannesburg mayor got a shock of his life when unemployed youth were bussed into his office to go and deliver their CVs, since he made those controversial statements last week saying that he suggests that for the lack of understanding foreign languages, they can employ, documented foreigners into the South African police service. Nkosi yami. And the MK political party sought in new members of parliament. Congratulations to them. I think we should touch a little bit on that. Dion McPherson, the Minister of Public Works, have pointed out that 338 buildings belonging to the state were hijacked. 338. And the state could not take back their buildings. On the last note, there's a racist boy by the name of Roman Kabanak from the DA, who was newly appointed by Steenhuisen as Chief of Staff at the Department of Agriculture. Hi, let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, Zinjiva Sono, Mr. Easy Imali Nengi, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I'm covering the 5 topics. Thembi Nkadimeng is back, or Thembi Similani is back on the headlines. I really love this lady. I love her. I love her energy. Unfortunately, it looks like she also has long fingers. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. You must remember that in Limpopo, the ANC did well. And she was the mayor of Polokwane when they did well. I don't know how Cyril Ramaphosa is going to treat this thing. Is it going to be another case of step aside? Like we saw with Zizi Kota, what is going to happen? Personally, because I like this lady, I would be sad. But crime does not pay. Crime does not pay. And my question is then going to be, because there were more than 20 municipalities where, 20 municipalities that deposited their money in this mutual bank. What is the actions that Cyril Ramaphosa is going to take against all of those CFOs? It's a crazy thing to think about, but let's quickly listen to how Julius warned us about this and how this whole thing is unpacking.
Again, Polokwane municipality put money in VBS. None of you has asked the question, who was the mayor when Polokwane was putting money in VBS? The mayor was Minister of Justice at that time. Thank you.
What she's calling a commercial loan of 575,000 rand, ostensibly to start a coffee shop in Sandton. This was from Gundo Wealth Solutions. This was, of course, a company that had funneled nearly 350 million rand into VBS Mutual Bank on behalf of the Polokwane municipality, of which she was mayor. She's mayor, right? Entity called Gundo Wealth Solutions funnels nearly 350 million rand of the Polokwane municipality's money into VBS. And then she gets a commercial loan of just over 500,000 rand. Make it make sense. She's now the Justice Minister. She knows who's going to be charged for VBS allegations. Huh? Must she stay? What are your thoughts?
Like I said, I really feel sorry for Uthembi Nkadimeng. She changed her surname. I don't know why. Maybe she got married recently. I really wish. I really wish she never did this. She's really a good person. Excuse me, a good politician, according to me. According to me, she's one of those politicians in the ANC I can point out and say, this person knows politics. But sadly, once you've got long fingers, greedy fingers, she got a loan, I believe, of 500 and something thousand, and she bought a coffee shop or something like that. These guys, they want to continuously have money that is coming in on the side and all of that. Politics is no longer a calling; it's something that they use to make sure that they secure their riches. So unfortunately for them, as long as there's a bank transaction, the paper trail is there, we are going to catch and we're going to hear all of these things. In Soweto, the newly elected mayor, Udada Morero, you guys know last week he said that because of the language barriers when police are arresting people, probably they should consider hiring documented foreigners that are staying in South Africa. That was not received well by many South Africans, people calling that he must leave, he must leave the office and must be called out and everything. You know how South Africans are. They were not happy at all because of the high unemployment rate. And guess what? The youth of Soweto was organized to go there, the office, to deliver their CVs.
Yes, he is here, but they have not confirmed that he is coming to receive the CVs. But we are going to, of course, hear it from the leader of the youth that is here. But let me just give you an idea. The number of people that are here is over about 3 buses, so that's about an upwards of 300 people, each bus having about 90 people in that bus. But there are more vehicles that have brought in some of these young people. And as you can hear there, Thabang is already addressing the young people, talking about the importance of them getting that employment that they have asked for. But also some of the people that are here are people who are much older, who are parents, who are here to support the young people, saying that they require that job. But I just want you to hear that little bit of ambience so you can hear what they say.
Yeah, so unemployment is not a joke in South Africa. And the suggestion that he made, it made people angry. But some of us, we ask, but we do have doctors that are from, from other countries. And you guys know in South Africa, we've got doctors that are unemployed. We do have nurses that are from African countries. The same with teachers, engineers, accountants. It goes on and on and on. It's like, then you ask the question with South Africans, are you saying no foreigner must work in South Africa? And also keeping in mind that there are many South Africans working overseas and they are not working like with scarce skills type of a thing. They're doing things like teaching, nursing, and all of those jobs. But anyway, I don't want to fight with South Africans anymore according to those things. The mayor said what he said. Now he has to lie on the bed. People are unemployed, they want jobs. He didn't say there's jobs available. He just made a suggestion that people think that it's stupid, and they attacked him for that. So the NK political party sought in new members of parliament. How interesting is this progress there? Yeah, Brian Molefe, yeah, Montana, it's going on, guys, it's going on.
Are they fit? 3 controversial former heads of state-owned enterprises have been sworn in as members of parliament for the MK party today. They are former Eskom CEO Brian Molefe, former PRASA CEO Lucky Montana, and former Transnet CEO Siyabonga Gama. They're replacing other MK MPs who have been unceremoniously fired. Some of them accuse the parliamentary leadership of fraud and failure to follow due processes. Others who were sworn in as MPs include Mzwanele Manyi, former head of GCIS, the Government Communications Agency. EFF National Spokesperson Sinawa Tambo was also sworn in, replacing former Deputy Leader Floyd Shivambu as part of the EFF. Nazir Paulson took Manyi's place.
I think the interesting thing for me here is that Floyd Shivambu was not sworn in as a member. You know, Mzwanele was there, Papa Penny Ahe was there, and Montana, Lucky Montana was there, Brian Molefe was there, and no Floyd Shivambu. It means Floyd Shivambu will really be playing this national organizer thing solely without being part of parliament. Very interesting thing. With me, with the MK, I've put room in my heart to say we're going to see members of parliament come and go and be reshuffled in the MK political party as things change into the 2029 elections. We're still going to see people, I believe, like Ace Makhashula coming in, you know. It's going to be very interesting what is going to happen in the MK political party in the next 24 months. Nobody is safe in the MK political party, and that is okay. For me, it's okay, at least. Jumping on to the next topic, the Minister of Public Works, Deon McPherson. Deon McPherson, you remember Mr. 300 million that was stolen over 10 years? He's quiet about that. He's saying nothing about that 300 million that was stolen. He has said now that 338 buildings have been hijacked from government, and they recently managed to get back one.
Of publicly hijacked buildings, we have, Lwazi, you said, 338 buildings that have been hijacked that are owned by ours. I'm very happy that we reclaimed one in eThekwini a week ago, which was Excelsior Court, after I went there to visit it. But what it shows me is that there clearly is a need to conceptualize what the state wants to do with its assets. If there are 338 buildings that have been hijacked, and I met with the mayor of eThekwini this week, which also dealt with a number of bad buildings there, it's clear that the state doesn't use all of these buildings and never will. So we then need to start optimizing them, rationalizing them, disposing of them, call it what you will. But what we can't allow is our buildings to contribute to crime in communities, in cities, be used to all manner of other things, to lower property values. It's just not fair on residents in cities and suburbs where our buildings are not being looked after or not secured. So firstly, we have to secure what we own, and then we need to start then working with municipalities on whether we want to still keep them or not.
Yes, and it is good always with a great heart to point that this is our matriculant minister. It's not cadre deployment. He probably qualifies, I don't know, because of the complexion of protection. It's a matriculant who's leading this whole ministry of public works, one of the biggest departments in the whole of South Africa, public works. And it's shocking for me how the ANC managed to just let 338 buildings be hijacked. Man, it's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. If that number is correct, because I don't trust Dion McPherson a little bit. I don't trust anything he says. He had to check and make sure if that number was right. I don't trust him at all. Don't trust him. But if they can just give us a breakdown where these 300 buildings are, so that we can know. Sometimes they are failing as government. Maybe a civil society can stand up and go and win back these buildings, renovate them so that people can stay there in proper shelter. Because sometimes there's pandemics, there's disasters and all those things, and we don't have buildings. People are hijacking buildings. And he's correctly saying that some of these buildings, it contributes to the crime rate of South Africa, the gender-based violence, undocumented foreigners, all of those things. It's contributing to all of those things because government is failing to act. Our government is just disappointing, Cyril. Cyril Ramaphosa. I know, well done, Baba. No, well done. You have finished our country. Well done, Cyril. Cyril, well done. And there's another one by the name of Roman Kaepernick from the DA. Very racist podcaster. Very racist man who speaks nonsense. If I can put one of his tweets here, you know, for him to be hired as chief of staff, means he's my boss also. By the way, I work for the Department of Agriculture. He's chief of staff for the Department of Agriculture. Yeah, no, guys.
So you actually do know Roman. Do these remarks surprise you at all?
I am not entirely surprised, no. He has made his views quite clear over the years online, in public. He is a kind of ultra-traditionalist, a monarchist. He thinks that many groups are better served by political systems that are not democratic, that are monarchies, for example. He rejects the South African Constitution in large parts, and his attitudes towards, I should say he's a very well-mannered guy. He's very easy to get along with. He's very polite to everyone that he deals with from all backgrounds. But yeah, when it comes to how he thinks the government should run, how he thinks the country should run, he has repeatedly endorsed positions that are in conflict directly with the founding values of our Constitution.
So DA continuously reward their racist people, members. They rewarded Reinaldo Goos. He's still suspended, but still an MP member. Well, I think he's back. He's a chairperson of some type of committee in Parliament, and nobody's saying anything about it. Where are the petitions? Where are the fights that put South African first when people like Ronaldo Goos are in Parliament? Now there's another one, Roman Kaepernick. He's there, a pure racist that is there. And South Africans, because he's white, they're going to look away. Because it doesn't bother them. The complexion of protection is on. And it's the DA. Whatever the DA does, it's fine. If it was another political party, like I showed you with the VBS, with Thembing Kadimeng, everybody will be on top of that woman because she's black. She's black. So let's wait and see what is going to happen there. I just wanted to share with you guys this news quickly. Some of it you might have lost it. Missed it. So especially this one of the DA employing a racist boy into the chief of staff in the Department of Agriculture. Where is the transformation going to happen? What is going to happen to this Department of Agriculture? We wait to see. We wait to see. Do they know their job? Why are you the chief of staff? What qualifications do you have? All of those things is questions that must be asked. But anyway, who are we? The Minister of Agriculture Stian Eisen has got the power to appoint, so he did appoint. There's nothing that we can do. We can just wait and see, and see if some type of positive results is going to come out of it, of which I doubt very much. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And again, I will continue to thank everyone that has supported PASETA, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We have made a cry to say we as Africans are going to build our own institutions. We asked 10,000 people to each contribute 10,000 rand. Thank you so much, guys, for everyone that has contributed to PASETA. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.